Today's video is sponsored by Berry's Coaches. Well, here we are on the M25 heading into London. Soon be arriving at Hammersmith. I've got my coffee, everything I need, and then we'll be heading across London to catch the Eurostar from St Pancras. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are arriving in Hammersmith. That's Hammersmith Church over there. Any second now. We'll be pulling into the bus station, which is in that building there. So now we've made it to Hammersmith, we've got to go find a train. Let's go this way.
The rear doors will not open at the next station. Please use other doors.
So we're on the District line, we're going down to South Kent where we're going to change on to the Piccadilly line. Well, we want the Piccadilly line, so we're going to go this way. So the Piccadilly line is downstairs. The District line we just came in on is a cut and cover. It runs just below the surface, and as you can see here, quite a lot of the time above the surface. But the Piccadilly line is a true tube station, so we've got to go underground.
Good service on all other London Overground routes. Good train service operates on all other.
Little hint, if you're on the underground and you want to know which way the train's coming, look for the green light in the tunnel. That's the way they're going.
Change here.
A big thank you going out to Berry's Coaches, sponsors of today's video. Berry's operate their luxury fleet of coaches every day between Somerset and London, picking up in points from Taunton to Glastonbury to many others. The coaches have Wi-Fi, USB power, and most importantly, there's a courier on board to bring snacks, teas and coffees. The prices are amazing too. With as little as £25 return to London, you can't beat them. They have easy online booking, or you can ring them on 01823 331 356, where the very friendly staff will be happy to advise you on the coach you need and make the booking for you. I've been using Berry's now since Christmas, and I've been very impressed by the service, the reliability and the staff who are all friendly. So if you want to go to London, then talk to Berry's first. I recommend it. Well, that's King's Cross Station you can see behind me, but that's not where we're going. We're going over there, because that's St Pancras, and that's where Eurotunnel trains go from, over to the continent. So we're going to head over there. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. I actually think that this is one of London's finest buildings. It forms the entrance to King's Cross Station. Some people actually think it is King's Cross Station, but actually, if you look through that door over there, you can see that's King's Cross Station beyond it. This is actually a hotel, and it was designed by Sir Giles Gilbert Scott, the famous architect, actually while he was at home looking after his son who was ill. he was just doing this of an evening. The station was built by the Midland Railway, and they decided to add this on afterwards. And Giles Gilbert Scott was a friend of the chair of the Midland Railway at the time, and he persuaded him to put a design in. And this is it. Let's go through and have a look at the engine shed. Typical Giles Gilbert Scott attention to detail here. Train shed. There's the Eurostars lined up there in the secure area. A couple of interesting statues in here. If you look up there, see that gap there? This is the train shed, that's the hotel. They're not, well, they're only joined by this roof really. It's actually a separate building, as you can see. There's a gap between them. So there's some statues in here. This one is absolutely ginormous. Beautiful statue. Beautiful statue by a guy called Paul Day.
This station is controlled by uniformed and plain-clothes police officers. This is for your safety and security.
Beautiful, beautiful mould. Look at this. Look at the look on that chap's face. How real is he? And if we walk round here, we can look up at the main statue, which is absolutely huge. Look at that, right up to the roof. That's got to be what, 20 feet, 30 feet up? Absolutely amazing statue. But the statue that we want to look at is over here. So we'll go past the Eurostars. That solitary figure stood over there is where we're heading. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the wonderful Sir John Betjeman, once poet laureate of this country, and the man who single-handedly set up the campaign to save this wonderful station. The plan was that they were going to close this and combine it into King's Cross next door. But the campaign, which was led by Sir John Betjeman, was so successful that it was actually restored, and here it is. Probably one of London's finest train stations. Thank you, Sir John. And Sir John is looking permanently up at the roof of the building that he helped to save. One of the things that was done in the restoration of this station was the undercroft. In Midland Railway days, this was actually where the beer was stored, because they used to import and export beer in and out of London through here from this undercroft. But now, down there is shops and the station for the Eurostar, and here's the Eurostar parked up. So we'll be going down there and catching that in a minute. Again, you can see the hotel through the window there on the other side. Let's head downstairs and see what goes on down here, shall we? Seems to be a lot of shops down here. The tunnel is over here, the Eurostar is over here. So I'm heading over where it says departures, and I'm going to find out what time I need to be here, because you have to be here early for your train. So I'm going to get an up-to-date idea of when I need to be here. Well, they told me basically I'm too early, so I've got to bugger off. I've got to go there about 1:30. It's now 12:20, so we'll have a little wander around, maybe go out the side here. So we've come to the far end of the station, because this is where the domestic lines run from. Having walked all the way past Eurostar, which goes all the way back up there to the clock. As you can see, the international trains have been given the main train shed, while the domestic trains here are tagged on the end.